All right. So when I saw the number in the meeting, I was like, oh my God, should I cut out some of my slides or what? Because I thought we were a little bit few. But anyway, since you made it up to this stage, I believe um, this is the right message for you and you deserve to hear this. So I'm Michelle and I'm based in Zimbabwe. And I joined Endunamo at APC level last year, 2022, 2024 as a first timer, right? So I know a lot of you guys are still at this point undecided whether to board in or to join another board course or what. So I thought I should just share a brief background of where I'm coming from and why I think you deserve to hear this message today. So this was me in 2010, having a dream of becoming an accountant one day. I remember I was 12 years by then when I diarized this. Actually, this was a diary that was gifted by my mom. And I just want to show you guys that where there is a will, there will surely be a way. So if you are here and you are strongly willed to do this thing, to achieve CAZ or CASA or CA Namibia by December 2025, then surely you can do it and nothing can stop you. So moving on, this was me 2014. If you take a note, it's resolution number 2. By then I was now, I think it's 15 years, yeah, 15 years. If you take a look at number 2, I had the resolution to obtain 7 A's and 3 B's. And I always nurtured this habit to always diarize my things or just journalize my aspirations. So this was the manifestation. Indeed, I obtained my 7 A's and 3 B's in that order. And then to move on to my A level, I I stayed consistent with journalizing my aspirations and believing that God will surely do it for me. So, you guys, whatever you believe, I know some of you might be coming from different ethnic backgrounds. So, whatever that you believe, God will surely do it for you. So, this was me now in 2016. I also aspired to have 15 points, and surely it came to pass. My apologies for the quality of the certificate, but this is the best that I could get. So I had straight 15 points through my 3 A's. So now in 2024, which is last year, fast forward to last year, I stayed consistent again with journalizing, and this time I needed to attain an EPC certificate. So just something to let you know, guys, before I joined Endunamo, I come from a firm which never paid for any Endunamo student ever since it was incorporated and ever since Endunamo started doing this APC broadcast. So we were 27 students, first timers, right? And then out of those 27 students, there was only 5 of us who were committed to do EPC. But then when the other guys realized that, oh my God, the school fees or the fees that you're supposed to pay is too much, then they pulled out. So out of those 5, I was the only one left. And you can imagine the kind of fear that I had during that moment. And I was so undecided, to say out of the 26 other students, how can it be only me who is willing to pursue Endonam? But like you guys, when you know like what you're going to get after receiving that certificate, you will surely be willing to join Endonamo, guys. So I knew deep down that it's not just about the certificate, but it's about the thinking pattern that Endonamo guys was going to instill in me. It was not just about the certificate, but also about the confidence that is going to build in me. Given I had an exposure to their CTA videos, and I knew the quality of work, the quality of lectures that they deliver. So I was bold enough to pursue APC, and thank God, one of the audit partners approved so that BDO could pay for my fees. And then, um, so for you guys to understand the personal touch that Endunamo provides, I was extended this corporate discount, regardless of the fact that I was the only one who managed to register with APC. So I think there was a roadshow that was performed last year by Rendani and Ele. And guess what? I received a surprise visit at work by Rendani. And unfortunately, I was not there. So we had to meet at the exam venue during our first mini case study. So this was the peak from our meeting, and I'm so excited. I felt loved. I felt seen mostly. You know, you can imagine the CEO himself visiting you. So how that is how they extend their love to you. Like Watson, I think Fedi mentioned it earlier to say we don't just see you as a number, but we see you as an individual. So that is true, guys. They really see you and they really show you that love. So the personal touch that they continuously emphasize on, it's not just an illusion, it's a reality. So again, we manifested the certificate and we got it in November. So this was just a message to you guys, for those who believe that surely when you write the vision down and make it plain, it will surely come to pass. So some of the words of motivation that I can extend to you guys, I know most of you are not yet decided, but if you are still joined into this meeting, and if you needed any validation or any confirmation whether to join or not, please allow me to be that voice to encourage you to join Endunamo, and you will surely not regret it. I am a testament to that, and I'm so proud to have joined EPC. And some of the things that I wish I knew last year were to just know that everything will be okay. I wish I knew, and I wish I could tell myself to calm down and know which it will always work out. And some of the habits that I incorporated to stay motivated and stay focused was to engage in exercise, to keep my mind focused, to keep me motivated. I know some of you have those things that you desire to do during your free time. And I know a lot of people say, when you do end number, you won't have free time. No, 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 guys. You will have that time. You will have that time. And the timetable is actually flexible. I'm not sure if you have already been issued with the timetables, but it's actually flexible and it allows you to engage in different habits. If you are into sports, if you're into what, please do engage in those once you join so that you can stay motivated to do this thing. So I think in terms of balancing commitments, one of the things that I learned was to always plan. You know what they say to say failing to plan is planning to fail. So right now you are in the right track. Having you committed even to join this meeting as early as is possible. So I'm sure you can plan your year well. And even if you are going to ask for leave, like Ele was saying, you can ask for your leave in time. And I also encourage you to plan even for when you shall engage in group discussions, when you shall engage in evening discussions, in everything that you're going to do, you need to incorporate planning. And as an individual or as a professional that Endnamo is trying to build, you need this virtue and it will carry you because remember, we are being trained to become finance managers, finance directors. Whichever way, you always need to be an organized individual. And then also make use of Endnamo podcast, guys. It helped me a lot especially when I was commuting from home to work. It allowed me not to just make my mind wander around or listening to music, but I made sure which I used or utilized every chance that I had. So on those podcasts, there are sessions where they discuss about industry research, a lot of stuff that will assist you. It's one of the resources that Endunamo provides for its students. It will broaden the way you think. It will change even your thinking pattern such that when you approach any case study, you always be at an upper hand. And I also made use of groups. I'm sure maybe Fred mentioned about it that they'll provide for you it was like a worksheet where you would select group members or what. So when that opportunity comes, please guys make use of it and try to um try to make it as broad as possible, such that you incorporate even people doing SEMA. You can incorporate people in industry or you can incorporate people in audit firms so that when you are supposed to do an industry research, it will be so much easier for you. Um, yes. And then some of the things that helped me to balance my commitments was meditation. Uh, I know it will be stressful. It shall come a time, especially during the assessment phase, you feel like you need to give up. You feel like it's not working, but meditation helped me. You know what they say that between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind is the analytical mind. So that is when meditation comes in. So you are able to channel your thoughts, to analyze even everything that is happening in your life and channel the energy towards something that is productive. So yeah, I think that was my key takeaway. And then some of the mistakes that I made, so I'm just rushing through because of time. Um, I please don't make this mistake, guys. I think on my was it the baseline case study, I relied so much on my group to say there was someone who was good at accounting, and then I could rely so much on her research. But trust me, it will not work. It will not work, guys. So when you receive your case studies, whether they be 7 tasks or 8 tasks, please make sure you create time to do each and every one of those tasks. And then in terms of maximizing EPC program resources, mentorship assisted me a lot. I remember I had a mentor called by the name Nyasha Weston. He was always there for me. That's the good thing also about Endunamo. They make sure they screen the mentors that they provide you before they even share their contact details with you. They go through rigorous screening. So when you're allocated a mentor, know for sure that mentor is going to assist you. I remember there were times when I when I was about to give up because pressure at work, and I think on my first mini case study I failed all my tasks. There were 4 tasks and I failed all of them and I felt like, oh my God, did I do a wrong decision or what? But mentors will help you. They'll help you to see things in a different way. So when that time comes, guys, please make sure you utilize the just what. Hello, do you still hear me?
You were gone for a moment, but you're back now.
All right. So I was in caretakers and lecturers. I remember one of the caretakers who always assisted me was LA. In as much as she is an MD, she's always there and she's just a WhatsApp message away to give you feedback. And there was Vanessa as well. So when you are given those contacts, guys, whatever challenge that you face, please make sure you contact those people. And in the event that you face any challenge, please cry for help. Don't just sit there with your books struggling to understand. These guys are 100% available to assist us. And then the other thing that helped me was the reflection pics, guys. When you are going to write your case studies, after the case study and yes, after you've written your case study, the end number guys will issue reflection pics to you. So those reflection pics will assist you to help you the kind of a thinking pattern that you should have adopted. They will go with you through the PRI and the information on the day. And for Zimbabwean students that might be worried in terms of takes, trust me, when we had, I remember last year when we had a lecture with Fedi, after the take session, we met as a group and surely our jaws were on the floor. Like we didn't expect someone from SA would know takes more than us from Zimbabwe. So they are well versed with our legislation. Never worry, and surely are in good hands. So I think the last thing to say, I was not one of the eager beavers. So the eager beavers are those people who may achieve competence or pass the even the baseline case study or the mini case study. I was not one of them, guys. So some of you might be worried to say, oh my God, where can I start? I feel like I'm rusty. I feel like I no longer know my standards. But they will nurture you guys, trust me. They will start with you from the ground. They will teach you even how to do a research, even the resources to use, the websites to use. They'll teach you everything. Of course, you might need on your own to just brush through some of the standards that you might not be up to date with. But these guys will tell you, even if there are any updates in the standards, you always be up to date with everything that is happening in our industry. So that is one thing that I really liked, because even up to now, I still have that desire to know what is happening in the industry. What is it that I'm not up to date with, so that I can keep myself up to date. So don't worry if you are at that place where you feel like I'm not ready. I don't know even what I don't know what to do. So you are in good hands. And then after now that I've completed my APC, my key takeaway from Endunamo was my confidence has grown, guys. My resilience. Because I remember when we wrote the SAP, which is the final EPC exam for you to get a certificate. Again, I didn't even have a competent outcome straight away. I had an appeal. I achieved a what do they call it? Strong limited competence outcome. And guess what? I was short of one indicator, and I was supposed to go through my script and identify where I could appeal. So that's another thing, having an institution which is willing to accept that maybe one of the markers made an error and we are willing to remark your script. And it's not like they intimidate you to say, no, if you are going to remark your paper or your script, some of the indicators that would have given you, we might take them down. So what more can you ask for? So, yeah, I had to pass through an appeal, and fortunately, from the 4 appeals that I had, only one came through. So, yeah, that is how I made it. So, if you feel like you're an average student or what, trust me, you are in good hands. You are at the right place. And then the last thing that I took away from EPC was I now have a daring spirit, even at work, even if I'm tasked or assigned at a difficult client. I don't mind, guys. I don't mind. I take it with open arms because I know what I've been through. Trust me, when you get this certificate, when Fedi makes that signature, or when he calls you, that's my student. Surely you know good there is nothing that is standing my way. Surely nothing is standing your way. So that is some of the things that I really like about Enam, the things that they built in me. I was not someone who was confident like this. Like I would have declined this offer even to to come and speak to you. But through their nurturing, they build you to be that 100% professional, uh, from the soft skills, from the way you communicate. You shall see even during your case studies, some of the times you'll be tasked to speak to people who do not even have an accounting background, and they teach you those communication skills. So yeah, guys, this is my story, and it ended in CAZ. Like I said, I'm from Zimbabwe. So guys, if you have made it this far, thank you so much. And I believe next year it will be a story, and we'll be willing to hear from you. And I thank the Endunamo team for hosting me. I really appreciate this honor and I don't take it lightly. So any questions peer to peer, guys? I know Ele was the one speaking and Fedi, but if you have anything that you may need to know, peer to peer, you can pose your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle. For me, like and she's telling the truth. She used not to like questions, and you needed to extract them from her. And look at her now, like she's saying that when you say that this is a difficult client, Michelle is gonna lead it up. And I think for me, it just talks to one of the area which Betty was talking about, to say that one of the things which we take seriously is that we also want you to excel, not only in APC, but also excel as a chartered accountant. So thank you so much, Michelle. I'm sure that you're going to continue to do wonders wherever you are. And given that you also benefited from the mentorship program, I'm sure that you're also part of the mentors who are going to be guiding others on the way this year. But really look forward to also now engaging each other as colleagues, as a chartered accountant, and on the mentorship or even the marking team. Maybe just one or two questions, if anyone has got one or two questions or comments to Michelle before we call it a night.
Yep, I think I will go with that. Michelle, thank you very much. Congratulations on your achievements. You have definitely given me hope. I guess I was probably just one of those people who were very doubtful whether I can really do it. That I'm supposed to be this extraordinary, brilliant person that knows IFRS from the beginning to the end, who's not doubtful of any of her technical skills. So I must say that you've really given me a lot of hope, and thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. It's definitely something that I will be taking with me throughout this journey. So thank you and congratulations. So yeah, let's see, 2025 might just be all our story. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Oh, thank
Lisefo.
you so much. Thank you.
Fikiswa, I'm not sure if that was a reaction or you were raising your hand,
Oh,
Fikiswa.
sorry. I'm not speaking to my mic. Sorry. Congratulations, Michelle. I just have one question, please. Um, what was your week like? What would you say were the building blocks that helped you, like the daily activities or weekly activities that you did that you think helped you to get to the point where you finally made it in the end? Because I do know that knowledge is acquired through time, through what you are doing, being consistent and those type of things. I would be interested to just, because I'm trying to formulate a plan for myself and do things differently from what I did last year. But I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm trying to get to speak to people who passed and try to follow their path, and surely it should end in CASA as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. So I will be really honest with you. The road is indeed bumpy. Like it's not 100% clear that I had this routine and I stick to it 100%. I'll be lying. But what I made sure was to always attend the lectures. Always attend the lectures. Because um, I think initially I had this concept that brought me from ITC, which is now ISC, to say, no, I'll just wait and see the recording. The recording will help you. But if you did not attend the lecture and you do not have that chance to ask or have clarity of some of the things that are confusing you, you will surely miss out. And the thing with this program, if you see the timetable, the lectures are almost there every week and during the week, almost there every weekend and during the week. So if you don't attend the lectures, the work is going to pile. It's going to pile and you will not be efficient when you are going to do to just view the recordings. So I made sure I attended each and every lecture. And then the other thing is I incorporated deep work. Like I could dedicate maybe 3 hours to say, I am focusing on this. If I'm having a case study that I'm looking at, if I'm committing to do the reflection pics, I'm sure by now you know them since you said you were here last year. So if I'm committing myself um to do those reflection pics, I will not allow any disturbance. So it helped my mind to connect the dots. Like when you're distracted, like I know nowadays, you can have a WhatsApp message, you can have any social media platform message, and your mind gets carried away. But like when you incorporate deep work, you'll surely be able to connect the dots. Because APC demands like 100% of you. It demands the whole of you. Remember, you're going to be required to present your 100% in board meetings, to present your 100% whether you are in audit, during those audit committees, during your engagement with different kind of clients, you are always going to be required to be at your 100. So incorporating deep work now helps you to have that analytical mindset, giving yourself time to ask questions. Why did Fedi say this during the lecture? Why did Asan say this in the lecture? What kind of a mindset are they trying to instill in me? What kind of a professional do they want me to become one day? So I think those are some of the things that helped me. And I had time. I had time. I know other people say, don't doom Jolo during ABC, but guys, I had time for this. So planning will help you plan your things well, and there's no one size fits all when it comes to this. Understand yourself and be comfortable. Be okay with who you are. Be okay with who you are because your journey is going to be different. Like I said, I passed with an appeal, guys, and imagine with that work that I put in. And I remember on the mini case study, I I didn't even read that PRI. I didn't even read that. I remember I just saw the IOD during the day, on the day of the exam. And I was like, oh my God, is this the structure of the exam? But it's because like initially I wasn't even attending to the lectures. I wasn't following up. So that is when I realized, no, the way I used to do it at ITC should change. This is now APC, and get your mind straight and commit yourself to say, this year I'm dedicating to obtain my APC or obtain my EPC certificate and nothing else. So that is what helped me. I don't know if that assisted you, Fiki.
Thank you very much. It did. It did.
All right. Thank you so much, Michelle. I think from my side, I'm very much conflicted. I can sit here for the entire night, but I'm sure that as we continue to share also your story with those who will also join us later, they'll also get those nuggets. And as you also continue to engage with us in in other wellness initiatives, the others will also continue to also benefit. But otherwise, also you're also welcome to just drop us a message. And if you want something from Michelle, we'll definitely pass it on. I think she was also there as part of the all companies. If there's something which stands out, you can just take it there and just engage with her as well. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining us for this open day. If there's anything else, as I've noted, you do have if you go on our website, you do have a link to our WhatsApp. You can engage with us. But otherwise, for me, I'm just looking forward to engaging with you and walking the journey towards that CA success this year with you. I look forward to just continue to build this profession together, and you contributing towards it and you also becoming part of it. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.